Before we say goodbye to 2017, let's take a look back at the stories that made headlines in the Bay Area this year. We blazed through the first half of 2017 as Florida saw the worst wildfire season in years.
I watched the other neighbor's house go up in flames. I watched the other guy's house explode.
We only had about 10 minutes to get out.
We lost everything.
Many of them in dry wooded areas, except for this one. This brush fire came extremely close to Friday night rush hour traffic along I-275 in Pinellas County. Apparently a lawnmower malfunctioned sparking the blaze, but dry conditions and wind didn't help either. That same month, the 10 news you once knew forever changed. We stepped out of the studio and into the newsroom, bringing you the latest stories even faster. Stories like that time students took a stand for their teachers, and when this sinkhole opened up swallowing homes in Land O'Lakes. Even that time we celebrated a legend one day and had to say goodbye the next. And because it is Florida, we've had our fair share of strange news. Remember this lady? She was arrested for driving drunk on a horse. The sports world didn't escape this year unscathed. We said goodbye to 8-time MLB All-Star Roy Halladay. He died after his plane crashed into the Gulf, just a quarter mile from Newport Richey.
He exemplified the best and the most humble, loving person.
Thousands stopped by Clearwater Spectrum Field to pay their respects.
The Rays are hitting the reset button, and that begins with trading away the face of the franchise.
In late December, we were all shocked to hear the news that Longo was leaving. The Rays traded their all-star third baseman after 10 years of loyalty to the Bay Area. Let's not forget the fight over Confederate monuments. It took less than 24 hours to raise the money needed to remove this statue from outside the old Hillsborough County Courthouse. Lakeland also voted to move theirs. And while working in the middle of the night, crews in Bradenton broke this war veteran memorial. Late in the year came the scariest time for one neighborhood in Tampa.
The last couple of months have been difficult.
As long as it takes, the mayor and the police chief making it clear that you are going to continue to see a lot more of these until a killer is caught.
For more than a month, Seminole Heights was on edge. Benjamin Mitchell, Monica Hoffa, Anthony Naboa, and Ronald Felton were all murdered while they were alone at night. The community banded together to catch the man accused of killing them.
So I want to say thank you.
Anytime. You live in Seminole Heights?
I do.
We're going to be out tonight.
My house.
The Guardian Angels patrolled the streets, people installed surveillance cameras, and neighbors started the initiative to light the heights. All of that led up to this. On November 28th, a tip came in from the manager of the Ybor City McDonald's. She knew who it was because she worked beside him every day. Howell Donaldson III was arrested and charged for murder in all 4 cases. To this day, we still don't know what the motive was, but we can assure you 2018 will not be his best year. This brings us to the biggest story of 2017.
Hurricane Irma.
Hurricane Irma. Hurricane Irma.
Hurricane Irma tore right up the middle of the state. What started as a tropical storm strengthened to a Category 5 hurricane in less than a week. By the time Irma reached the Florida Keys, it had sustained winds of 130 miles per hour. That's when we made the call.
You need to evacuate, you need to find yourself a safe place.
We left our home, but we never left your side.
It has been an exhausting, pretty much 9-10 days watching this storm.
We were there for you every step of the way, with more than 60 hours of continuous coverage from around our region. On September 10th, in the dead of night, Irma tracked north, battering the Tampa Bay area as a Category 2 hurricane with 100-mile-per-hour winds.
It also uprooted the shed along the way.
Polk County saw the worst of it. Trees toppled over and entire communities flooded. Much of the Bay Area was left in the dark for days. Our Hurricane Help Hub stayed on top of the power companies, making sure you got the answers you needed.
We have opened this to answer all of your questions.
In the weeks and months that followed, we saw just how brave, strong, and caring our neighbors are, because together, we are Tampa Bay. And of course, those are just some of the stories that had us talking in 2017. We had the eclipse, April the giraffe, and of course some cute baby eagles. For a full list, check out our Year in Review section under the Local tab on WTSP.com.